who will now be selling into our home market, the USA, because nobody is going to be able to compete with you.
Donald Trump talking tariffs on Chinese products during his joint address to Congress last night. He says it'll strengthen American farmers, but we are already seeing some trade retaliation. Now, Iowa farmers are getting ready for what those tariffs could bring, and this happened during Trump's first administration back in 2018. Billions of dollars worth of farm losses then. Iowa's News Now investigative reporter Nick El-Haj is checking on what could be coming now.
So they're putting on a 10% tariff on soybeans and a 15% tariff on corn, forcing corn and soybeans to cost 10 to 15% more. That means those Chinese consumers of U.S. corn and soybeans will buy less from us. That's going to put downward pressure on the prices here in the U.S.
Iowa farmers have been here before. When Trump imposed similar measures in 2018, China responded with the retaliatory tariffs on U.S. agriculture, causing billions in farm losses and prompting the president to soften the blow with emergency federal aid, sending $12 billion in relief to farmers that year and another $16 billion the next. But farmers aren't holding their breath for help this time around.
Iowa farmers are in for tough times. We've seen this before. Under the first Trump administration, there were tariffs in 2018. That led to significant revenue losses. And then even after government aid, it reduced revenue to 1.1 to 1.7 billion.
Trump acknowledges it's a hit, but says farmers just need to hang on.
It may be a little bit of an adjustment period. We had that before when I made the deal with China, $50 billion of purchases, and I said, just bear with me, and they did. They did. Probably have to bear with me again, and this will be even better. That was great.
Do farmers have to bear with this for a while? Yes, we do. On the other hand, will this make them better? For the vast majority of folks, the answer is no.
And economic experts say the solution isn't that simple. Americans can't consume it all, and producers need the global market to unload their crops.
For us to just sell within the U.S. would actually constrain our market and force us to shrink how much we produce because, no, the country does not use as much corn or soybeans as we create.
Now, even if the tariffs are eventually lifted, experts say Iowa farmers may never get all those customers back.
China was the largest buyer of U.S. soybeans at the time, a third of the crop. China cut back, and this is a key point. It's substituted to Brazil and Argentina. So this is something that's very concerning for Iowa farmers, that there are alternatives out there.
For now, Trump is telling farmers to enjoy the ride.
Our farmers are going to have a field day right now. So to our farmers, have a lot of fun. I love you too. I love you too. It's all going to happen.
Nick El-Haj, Iowa's News Now.
And Iowa lawmakers are standing behind those tariffs. District 2 Congresswoman Ashley Hinson tells us they're necessary to hold China accountable. Iowa Senator Chuck Grassley says it's all about making sure farmers in Iowa and across the country are good in the long run.
Look at the last 4 years. We had a president who was weak and showed cowardice toward China. That's why we need President Trump to come in, again, with that blunt tool, the sledgehammer, and we need to bring them to the table.
I think what Iowa farmers need to understand is he loves the American farmer, and he's going to make sure that the American farmer is prosperous.